Und hallo zurück am Krankenbett des Ameisenbären, den wir da mit seinem Rüssel links liegen sehen. Kommissar Smirnow ist auch anwesend. Und ich bin gespannt, welchen Fortgang die Geschichte nehmen wird. Ja, ich weiß. Ich möchte keinen Spielstand laden, ich möchte den alten einfach nur fortsetzen, aber es geht nur so.
What did they say?
Nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. You guys been woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
7 letters. Fuchs.
Cunning?
C-U-N-N-I-N-G. It fits. I hope it doesn't throw anything off.
Und wir können unsere Katzensinne einsetzen. In diesem Fall unser besonders feines Näschen, das sich hier auf den Bereich des Ameisenbärennäschens konzentriert, glaube ich, oder? Hallo? Kann ich bitte mal näher ranzoomen? Sag mal, mein Controller macht mir gerade Sorgen. Jetzt ist er wieder da. Er ist mal da, mal ist er weg. Wo ist die Nase? Hallo Nase. Ah. Hier. Der Rüssel des Ameisenbärs oder des Ameisenbären riecht nach Sardinen. Und mehr gibt es hier für mich nicht wahrzunehmen. Im Schrank ist noch einiges zu betrachten. Der Ameisenbär trägt relativ kleine Schuhe. Der Ameisenbär hat einen Riss in seiner Hose.
Yep, looks like you were right with cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion. You know, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Wenn ich das so genau wüsste. Er hat einen Riss in seiner Hose. Und ein Stück Jeansstoff auf der Treppe, die auf das Dach des Boxclubs führte. Das bedeutet doch wohl...
It looks like we know who tore his pants following Mary Purnell up to the rooftop. His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Haben wir noch mehr? Ich kann ja persönlich aus dem Sardinengeruch in seiner Nase schließen, dass er in der Wohnung war, wo wir die Sardinenbüchse vorgefunden haben, die leere. Und das war bei dem verschwundenen Boxer, aber der jetzt überraschend wieder aufgetaucht ist. Deswegen würde ich schließen, da war er auch. Der stinkende Einbrecher hat im Boxclub nicht das gefunden, was er in der Wohnung gesucht hatte. Okay. Da wird der Geruch mal erwähnt. Und hier haben wir den Rüssel des Einbrechers.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Ach, das war Duns Wohnung,
because there's
genau.
only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Es war in Duns Wohnung. Haben wir noch mehr? Wessen Fußabdrücke sind im Boxclub? Der Nasenbär trägt relativ kleine Schuhe. Und der Täter hat ein Dokument mit seinem Fuß signiert. Nächster Schluss.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the Jim murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Ja, das alles zusammen sind aber doch schon starke Indizien. Was haben wir noch? Der Ameisenclub ist in den Boxclub und in Duns Bude eingebrochen. Das wissen wir. Yales Sohlen passen nicht zu den Fußabdrücken im Boxclub. 2 Schläger haben versucht, mir Angst zu machen, damit ich den Fall aufgebe, doch einer von ihnen war etwas übereifrig. Nanu. Versuch's mal hiermit. Wir wissen jetzt, er ist eingebrochen. Nee, das passt nicht zusammen. Jetzt wird schwierig. Yales Sohlen passen nicht zu den Fußabdrücken im Boxclub. Aha. Nein. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich hier noch einen weiteren Schluss habe. Der Rest scheint mir nicht so wirklich miteinander zu tun zu haben. Aha. War das einer von den beiden
One of
Schlägern?
the thugs that attacked me the other night
Ja,
had a
stimmt.
snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
I'm starting to have my doubts. Maybe I dismissed him too soon. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
That's the first I hear of it.
Was?
Quick,
Wollte ihn
what do
nicht
you want?
anlügen.
Good cop or bad cop?
Ich bin der böse Bulle, du bist der gute
I'm the
Bulle.
bad guy.
So. Ich werde ihn also immer bedrohen, unter Druck setzen.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog. If I choked you with a pillow, nobody would know. You should already be dead.
Das war
Blacksad,
böser
stay
Bulle
out of
genug.
this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Mary Purnell. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing. You know, I'm really good at planting false evidence.
Shut up, or I'll kick you out. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
What can you offer me? How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
That's a
Ich war ein
start,
guter böser
but
Bulle.
it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity.
And a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Oh, das war's schon.
Watch out!
So, meine Katzenaugen muss ich einsetzen. Hier gegenüber auf dem Dach wird er doch wohl sein, der Attentäter. Da oben? Da oben. Ist er nicht das? Das ist er doch. Oh, ich habe so lange gebraucht. Dann versuchen wir es nochmal. Vielleicht soll ich den auch gar nicht direkt anschauen. Der Pfeil wies nach unten. So, ich soll nach unten schauen hier. Ne, da ist aber nichts. Ja, doch zu ihm. Und dann kriege ich eine Kugel in den Kopf. Ja, was denn nur? Den soll ich nicht anschauen. Was soll ich dann anschauen? So, nicht da oben zu ihm. Hier unten. Jetzt bin ich mal schneller. Vielleicht hilft das. Oh. Ich habe ihn gesehen und geschossen. Es war einfach nur eine Sache der Zeit. Ich musste schneller sein als er.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops.
Ein
Our
Scharfschütze
best shot
hat
at
Lilly
finding the
getötet.
killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
Haben wir ihn nicht erwischt mit unserer Kugel. Er ist hat sich weggeduckt und ist geflüchtet. Die gesammelten Hinweise lassen neue Schlussfolgerungen zu. Na, da bin ich ja mal gespannt.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. Was ist das? An der Fußleiste. Ein Geheimfach. Ich würde ja gerne meine Schlussfolgerung ziehen, aber ich krieg wieder keine Gelegenheit.
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're
Blacksad
dead.
here.
No, I got you with my lasso.
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime.
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
So, kann ich mal endlich in mein Notizbuch gucken und meine Schlussfolgerungen ziehen, meine Gehirnwindungen in Gang setzen? Offensichtlich noch nicht. Ist etwas verwirrend.
I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything.
So, Nee, immer noch Cutscene. Ich kann noch nichts machen.
According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spannow at Sam's diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
I have some questions for you.
Oh, well, maybe I don't have answers for a pussy.
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him
Kein
soft
Aussehen.
and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spannow's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute. What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
We worked together at the Consumer Protection Office. He came in pretending to be a client, and you insulted him,
Me? Whoa, I barely even talked to him.
which is even worse.
Controller bleibt bei mir. Da ist er wieder. Die gesammelten Hinweise lassen neue Schlussfolgerungen zu, die ich
Dunn had
gerne
taken
ziehen
Spannow
würde.
to his place. I wanted to believe that when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spannow fled to his former address. But where could that be?
Es wird langsam unübersichtlich hier. Ich weiß schon gar nicht mehr, wer Craig Spannow überhaupt war. Craig Spannow war eine Waise und glaubte, Baseball sei die einzige Familie, die er habe. Ach so, das war einer von den Kriegsveteranen. Bevor Dunn ihn fand, lebte Spannow bei seinem Vater. Bringt persönlich jeden um, der seine Familie oder sein Geschäft bedroht? Nein. Dunns Mörder hatte alles sorgfältig geplant. Ich trage mal zusammen, was ich über Spannow weiß. Dunn und seine Kumpel waren die Olympischen 5. Nein, das beides gehört nicht. Das dritte gehört nicht mehr dazu. Aber hier die Sachen. Aha.
I gotcha.
Ich weiß nicht, was ich jetzt geschlossen habe. Aber das ist in Filmen Noirs auch immer so. Irgendwann steige ich halt aus und die Logik erschließt sich mir nicht mehr.
If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
So, was will ich jetzt auf dem Friedhof? Ich habe ja auch keinen Katzensinn und nix. Ein Baseball.
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
Das ist das Grab von John Yesterday. Was finde ich hier noch? Das Einzige, was mir hier bekannt vorkommt, ist der große Baum.
The four bases guarding their father. According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Jenny Boots, Witwe von Harry Bradwick, geboren am 24. Juli 1819, gestorben am 13. Mai 1915. In Memoriam Harry Bradwick, Vater des Baseball, geboren am 5. Oktober 1824, gestorben am 20. April 1908. Schön. Ja, ab in die Hall of Fame damit, also in mein Fotoalbum. Was haben wir hier noch?
It'd be even better with a skull between the bats.
Ich suche hier das Grab einer Baseball-Legende offensichtlich auf. Was ist mit diesem Karton? Was ist das? Was war da drin? Baseball oder Pommes frites?
Still hot.
Eine asiatische Menübox, würde ich sagen. Was sagt mir dieser Engel?
I've never trusted angels. When they fall, all hell breaks loose.
Da sehe ich ja noch ein weiteres Bildchen. Was mache ich mit einem Essstäbchen? Auf jeden Fall suche ich in diesem Baum nach etwas. Der Schimpanse. Wo haben wir denn den Handschuh her?
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck. Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity. I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although, to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spannow.
Der Schimpanse ist nach Joe Dunns Ableben offensichtlich aus der Wohnung auf den Friedhof zurückgekehrt und wohnt in dem Baum.
Marleys are the absolute worst.
Haben wir noch andere?
Who are you?
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Why are you hiding here?
Because I fear for my life. Because this is the only place where I feel safe. Because Joe took me to his home. But they went looking for me there too.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time. How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
Ich bin zu ihm ehrlich.
Joe Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
Eine Frage nach der anderen.
One question at a time.
Ich bin
My
wieder dran.
turn.
Wie der Handschuh in Duns Wohnung kam, ist mir egal, aber das
What
interessiert
did
mich
Dunn
mehr.
want from you?
He wanted to know who was playing dirty in the sporting business. Dirtier than usual, that is. Wrecked lives, careers, ruined at the top of the game. He wanted to know if the same had happened to me. He wanted to know if the end of my career and my disappearance had anything to do with all that. He wanted me to confirm who was behind it all. The guy who had him killed. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Jetzt kann ich Schlüsse ziehen. Aha. Mitchell hat versucht, sich als Yales Arzt auszugeben. Spannow schiebt alles auf den Chirurgen, also diesen falschen Arzt.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn. I want to know why I should trust you.
Because I take my job very seriously. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey! Hey, that toss was... Huh? both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow, the surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor, but now all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise or how well he hid, I would find him.
Und an dieser schönen Stelle wird es Zeit für eine kleine Unterbrechung, die ich in Angriff nehmen werde, sobald wir hier wieder was
what you're
sehen.
saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
So. Vielleicht ist das nur eine falsche Fährte.
Maybe, but it could be no more than a
Diesen
false
Dialog
lead.
müssen wir noch zu Ende
Anyway.
spielen.
Where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell or whomever hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spannow. Do you really trust him?
Ich glaube, er sagt die Wahrheit.
I think he didn't lie to us. Although he might not know the whole truth.
4. No, I mean, 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Spannow
Das
to
wird
his
langsam
house.
verwirrend.
If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
Das gibt keinen Sinn.
No, it doesn't add up.
Why not?
Just a hunch.
Auf Weekly sollte man
Let's
besser
follow
nicht
up with the
vertrauen.
suspects. You told Smirnoff that you're starting to have second thoughts about Yale's innocence. But what about O'Leary? 6.
So, und mit dieser Schlussfolgerung, die ich jetzt angeblich ziehen kann, beschäftigen wir uns in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, ciao, ciao.